Ever wondered why some folks can study for hours and recall everything, while others forget it faster than a cat chasing a laser pointer? Well, today, we're diving into the world of memory and uncovering some top-tier study tips that can help anyone improve their study efficiency. First up, engage actively with your study material. This isn't just about reading or glancing over notes. It's about making the material stick. Try paraphrasing what you've learned in your own words. This method forces you to process the information more deeply, making it easier to remember. Think of it as translating a song into a different language. It requires understanding both the words and the tune. Next, let's talk about the power of the pen. In a world swamped with digital devices, old-school handwritten notes can be a game changer. Writing by hand engages the brain in a different way than typing. It might be slower, but it builds stronger memory cues. So grab a notebook and start scribbling. Moving on, test yourself regularly. This isn't just about preparing for an exam. Regular testing helps reinforce what you've learned and highlights areas that need more attention. It's like checking the stability of a bridge by walking over it before driving a heavy truck across. Now avoid distractions. This one might seem obvious, but it's harder than it sounds. A quiet, dedicated study space can make a huge difference. And yes, that means maybe saving your favorite tunes for after you've done the work. It's about creating an environment where your brain knows it's time to focus. Implement structured study sessions with breaks. Ever heard of the Pomodoro technique? Work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. These short bursts can prevent burnout and keep your mind fresh. It's similar to how athletes train with intervals to build stamina. Use mind maps. These are not just fancy doodles. Mind maps help in visualizing relationships between different concepts, making it easier to recall them later. It's like creating a roadmap of your study material. Discuss topics with others. Ever tried to explain something you just learned and found yourself understanding it even better? That's because discussing topics can clarify your thoughts and reinforce your memory. Summarize your notes before bed. During sleep, our brains process and consolidate information from the day. By reviewing your notes right before sleep, you increase the chances of that information making it to long-term memory. Lastly, space out your study sessions. Cramming might help you pass a test, but for long-term retention, it's about regular spaced repetition. It's the difference between a quick splash of water on a plant versus regular watering. To wrap it up, engage actively with your material, take handwritten notes, test yourself, minimize distractions, break up your study time, use mind maps, discuss with peers, review before bed, and space out your learning. These strategies are not just about working harder, but smarter. You've got the tools now. Go turn that brain of yours into a lean, mean, learning machine.